with the anime. I can't talk today. Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and today we are going to do something very exciting. I've been wanting to make cupcakes for a while. I don't really know why. That's kind of something I baked a lot as a kid. I haven't baked a vegan cupcake yet. Plus, they're really great for like any kind of occasion, you know? Like birthday parties or retirement parties or birthday parties. I don't know. There's lots of occasions for them. They're kind of the go-to treat, I guess. I have an amazing cookbook. It's called The Big Book of Cupcakes. And so I've had this one for a while. I've made a lot of cupcakes out of it. They're delicious and amazing. So I figured, why not make a cupcake from here and make it vegan with the twist, the peppermint twist. Get it? I'm funny. Anywho, we're gonna do the, my joke threw me off. So we're gonna make the cupcakes, but we're making spice cakes, by the way. This intro is a bit of a mess, but that's okay. So we're gonna make the spice cakes today, or a spiced cake today. One, because it's one of my favorite cakes to make, and two, because it's one of the cupcakes that has 3 eggs in it, and that's important because, drumroll, we're gonna be making cupcakes with 3 different kinds of egg replacers. So because I've never made vegan cupcakes before, I was just kind of wondering like, oh, what kind of egg would I use? And then I thought, I've never tried it before, so I don't know. And honestly, this is kind of something I've been meaning to kind of experiment with, just because I'm really curious. Like, I honestly also want to experiment with different kind of milks next time. But you know, you have to kind of do one thing at a time so you can test it and see. We're going to be making spice cupcakes. So a third of the cupcakes are going to be made with the banana replacer. So this is 1/4 of a banana, or like 1/4 cup of banana with a teaspoon with baking powder. And then we also have a flaxseed egg, and we are also using aquafaba. Yeah, I just thought that it would be really interesting to see, you know, especially for cupcakes, which one is better. So we're gonna find out. Also, it was a pain in the butt to set this up, but I did it because I had to use math, which fractions are just a butt sometimes. I had to figure out what 1/3 of half of a cup is. Now, if you're good at math, you're like, oh, it's 1/6 of a cup, which my brain didn't get right away. But then I was like, they don't make 1/6 of a cup, and I want to try to make this as accurate as possible. So I had to figure it out. And lo and behold, if you ever need to know this information, you are welcome, because I figured it out for you. It takes 8 teaspoons to equal 1/3 of half of a cup. Without further ado, let's begin baking. I, as you can see, have everything in thirds except for the buttermilk, which looks a little weird. Everything's in 1/8 except for that, which I'll just do 8 teaspoons per batch. So I figured that would be the easiest, to just let all of that curdle together. Plus, I have what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bowls? Yeah. These are lined, the oven is at 350. Now we get to do the fun part. So everything is already pre-measured. I will put the recipe down below. So as you guys know, I never do the exact amount of spices in these because they always underspice them. So I just will put the amounts-ish that I put in here because it was way more than it asked for. So it has actual flavor. Alright, so we're going to cream this. Oh yeah, and also, instead of butter, we're going to be using coconut oil. So like always, good old coconut oil is just clumping a lot. So now we're going to put the egg in, and I'm going to start with the banana. Combine flour, mix 6 ingredients. We'll just mix this for a quick second and then add buttermilk. Let's add the buttermilk and hope this... Also, is that normal for buttermilk? I don't know. So that's one of them. They're a little dry, but sometimes it's how it's supposed to be. Also, guess what I got for Christmas? Yay! Oh, I've never had one of these. I'm so excited. So the banana is the yellow one. Just gonna... I feel so fancy. Okay, so I'm kind of wondering, because there's not a whole lot in each of these. Like, you know how you're supposed to fill it 3/4 the way? I'm not sure, so I'm a little nervous about that. I'm actually kind of wondering if I shouldn't be like whisking it like this, because that actually does work the dough a lot more and dry it out. It will be what it'll be. Okay, you guys, so I repeated the steps for the other two. So I did the ground flaxseed cupcake, and then I did the, what's it called? The aquafaba, that's what it's called. Okay, so then I did the aquafaba. Stuck them in the oven for about 10 minutes. And I had some issues. The flaxseed ones actually did a lot better. I'm very impressed. They at least like rose a little bit. And part of the thing is, there wasn't much batter in each of the cups to begin with. Honestly, I think we probably could have done 12 cupcakes, and that probably maybe would have changed things. Banana ones all sunk a lot, which is weird because they have more baking powder in them. So I kind of assumed that it would help it rise a lot more than the other two, but clearly I was wrong. And then the aquafaba ones, they looked the most promising, and then the very end they just, the flaxseed ones look pretty good. I was gonna make the frosting, but honestly, I wonder if I even baked these well. Yeah, there's not really a point in wasting more ingredients if the base of it didn't really turn out. These are super greasy, by the way. I think it's the coconut oil. It tastes good. Takes a minute for the flavor, but alright, I'm gonna try an aquafaba one. So you can definitely taste the banana in those ones, and it actually adds a nice little sweetness to it. I'm gonna look at one of the aquafaba, like that's actually really nice, those held its shape. Not aquafaba, the flaxseed. Did I say that? I don't remember. It's pretty good. Almost needs like another punch of flavor. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call this experiment inconclusive because I think something also might have been wrong with the cupcake batter, so maybe, I don't know. On the bright side, they taste really good. Overall, it just didn't work, and that is kind of the bummer with baking, but risk versus reward. Didn't work out, and that's okay. It is a bummer, but you always learn something from all of your failures, and that is what you need to really focus on. Leave a comment down below if you like watching these videos where I fail, or if you kind of just would prefer me to practice off the camera and then be like, ta-da, this is what I figured out. But I don't know, I kind of like when people fail sometimes, not to be like, oh, you failed, just kind of because you learn a lot more when you fail, I think, than when you succeed. So that is what we are going to take away. I'll do all the research and figure out what went wrong and figure out how to veganize cupcakes. So I will see you guys sometime next week. Bye.